in a major development in the defamation case against Pawan Khera, the Supreme Court has granted anticipatory bail to the Congress leader. This comes just days after the Guwahati High Court rejected his plea and called for custodial interrogation. The Supreme Court has fundamentally disagreed with the High Court's reasoning, calling parts of it erroneous and flagging the case as potentially politically motivated. This marks a sharp departure from the Guwahati High Court's position, which had insisted on custodial interrogation and denied pre-arrest bail. While granting relief, the Supreme Court has also imposed strict conditions, though. Pawan Khera must cooperate with the investigation, appear before the investigating officer when required, and cannot leave India without the court's permission. Just days ago, the Guwahati High Court had observed that the case could not be treated as mere defamation. Now, the Supreme Court has stepped in, altering the immediate legal trajectory and putting a temporary brake on the arrest altogether. Let's get you breaking updates now coming in. The Assam Chief Minister has now reacted to this. He has taken to social media and he says, "I don't need lessons on democracy, public discourse or decency from anyone, especially from Abhishek Manu Singhvi. The real issue here pertains to a woman who has nothing to do with politics, but has her character assassinated on national television using forged documents from other countries. I'm confident the courts will take note of this sooner or later, and the guilty will be punished for this brazen act of maligning a woman's character using false documents to influence electoral outcomes. Also, Dr. Singhvi, it's easy to speak on a platform where I am not present to respond. That is not called a debate. It is simply avoiding a fair exchange, one which you were espousing." Let's go across to my colleague Priyank Tripathi joining us on the broadcast with the details. So, Priyank, the Supreme Court giving some relief to Pawan Khera, and this has only triggered a big political war of words.
Yes, Shati Pratibha, the manner in which multiple statement came out from Himanta Biswa Sharma that this kind of act will not be tolerated. Since the Apex Court has given relief to Pawan Khera and has also put on hold the orders of the High Court, Abhishek Manu Singhvi also made a campaign where he said that Pawan Khera is being hounded by the state government of Assam. Countering to that, Himanta Biswa Sharma has come once again and hit out on Abhishek Manu Singhvi, where he is saying that this kind of statement, especially from Pawan Khera, from Abhishek Manu Singhvi, will not be taken on face value from his side. And what he's saying that sooner or later there will be trial in this particular case, where the real issue again of pertaining to a defamatory statement made against a woman will also be taken into task. So this is a clear-cut message from Himanta Biswa Sharma that during the trial, the state government and the prosecution will try its level best to go for the conviction in this case.
Okay, all right. Priyank, stay with us just a moment. Meghna is also on the broadcast with us, getting us details of the first response that is coming in from the Assam Chief Minister. What has he said? What has Himanta Biswa Sharma said, Meghna?
Well, Pratibha, just as Priyank was also saying that there is a scathing retort coming in from the Chief Minister, saying he doesn't need any lessons on democracy, public discourse, decency from anyone, especially from Abhishek Manu Singhvi. Decency and him can never be in the same room. But then it goes on to talk about the case, saying that the real issue here pertains to a woman who has nothing to do with politics. He's talking about his wife, Riniki, saying that her character has been assassinated on national television using forged documents from other countries. I'm confident the courts will take note of this sooner or later, and the guilty will be punished for his brazen act of maligning a woman's character using fake documents to influence electoral outcomes. Also, Dr. Singhvi, it's easy to speak on a platform where I'm not present to respond. That is not called a debate. It is simply avoiding a fair exchange, one which you are espousing. Let me be clear, it's just the beginning, not the end. Satyameva Jayate. So while you have the Congress, Pawan Khera and his legal counsel saying that this is a witch hunt, you have Himanta Biswa Sharma saying this is not over. So watch out.
Okay, all right. Meghna and Priyank, thank you for joining us with those details. And Mr. Gautam Adani, the chairman of the Adani Group, today outlined a growth strategy centered on worker welfare, local employment and entrepreneurship as the conglomerate accelerates capital expenditure backed by strong liquidity. Addressing the workforce across the group on International Labour Day, Mr. Adani said the organization, which operates more than 700 assets across 24 states and engages nearly 4 lakh employees, partners and contractors will measure its progress by assets created, livelihoods enabled, and communities strengthened, positioning its workforce as the core of nation building. Mr. Adani said, "You are not just employees, you are nation builders. When we complete a project, we are not just delivering work, we are shaping the future of the country." The group will prioritize local hiring at project sites, offering opportunities first to nearby communities, then to candidates from within the state, and finally from outside where required. And well, with that, we slip into a very short break here. We'll be right back. Stay with us.